Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Creating Cards with Debbie. I want to welcome you here today and be sure that you come on and comment, say hello. And I'm going to give just a moment for everybody to get here. It might be a little bit early. No, we're right at 10:30. So let me go ahead and introduce myself while we're waiting for everybody. My name is Debbie Foster, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas. And today is a very rainy day in Bismarck, Arkansas. It's not a very good day for barbecuing or any outdoor plans today, but that's okay. We're going to sit inside and enjoy ourselves making cards. So, like I said, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and all the products that I use today are mainly Stampin' Up! So, I hope you enjoy those. And if you want to go into my store, you can shop for those products that I'm showing today. So let me go ahead and turn you down here and we'll go ahead and get started. Let me switch cameras here. Okay, there we are. And today is Monday, May 26, 2025. And I'm sorry, and I want to apologize for not being here last week. I had some technical problems. In fact, what I had was that my computer, my laptop got hacked and it shut me down. So I had to take it to the Geek Squad and get it all cleared out. I don't know what happened. Somebody got into my computer somehow and hacked it. But it's all fixed and all better now. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. All right. So today we're going to be using the Thankful Garden bundle, and it comes with the dies, the masks, and I'm getting a lot of glare. We've got 5 masks in there, and the dies and the stamp set comes as a bundle, or you can buy them separately. And we'll be showing those a little bit better later. So, okay, let me get back to my screen again. All right. During the month of May, Stampin' Up! Has got a special going on for their starter kit. And we're running out of time with this because it only runs until May 31st. And it says time is running out. Our starter kit special ends May 31st. Anyone who signs up to be a demonstrator or discount shopper can pack their starter kit with $165 worth of products for only $99. That means new demonstrators get 40% more products in their starter kit, plus free shipping, free business supplies, and a bonus paper pumpkin kit. There's still time to grow and share the joy of Stampin' Up! So I'm going to put that banner up here for you to see where you can go to sign up for that. It's right here on the bottom of your screen. And you also get free shipping with this. So you don't have to do what I do, like I said. You can just do it to get your discount. So after you purchase your starter kit, after that, your other orders after that, you get at least a 20% discount on your purchases. So that's an added incentive. If you have any questions, reach out to me. You can reach me at my email, which is creatingwithdebbie179@gmail.com. And it's also in the description of this video. And you can also private message me on Facebook. So either one will work. And I'll be glad to help you with that. All right. And don't forget about our new online exclusives that we've added. You can go into my store, which is, I'm going to put up here. Oops, let me get rid of that other one. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And you click on the online exclusives, and you can shop for all the new items that have came out. We've got quite a few in there. We've got a stamp set and dies, a new embossing folder, and some gems, and some framed foiled Frames and Labels ephemera pack. So, and of course the designer series paper too, there's new, called the Floral Impressions. I'm kind of running through this a little bit fast, so just holler at me if you want to ask a question. All right, then we've got Paper Pumpkin for June. You've got until June 10th to sign up for this one. And this is called Full of Charm. And it says, send your loved ones elevated cards with heartfelt sentiments. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes. Envelopes and card bases with decorative gold foil, pre-cut paper pieces, and unique sentimental labels. And it comes with the Pretty Peacock Classic Stampin' Spot that goes with it. And this set also coordinates with the Floral Charm Suite collection, which is item number 166141. In case you might want to add that to your collection, or if you already have it. And also, every quarter, Stampin' Up! Adds on some dies that we can add for Paper Pumpkin kits that coordinates with them. And this one ran from April, May, and June. So that's another little add-on that you can get with your Paper Pumpkin subscription. But you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber in order to get this onto your order. And it is number 166238, and it's $12 for those dies. So like I said, every quarter, Stampin' Up! Adds different dies to their Paper Pumpkin kits to coordinate with them, which is pretty cool. All right, and this next item that I'm going to talk about comes up starting in July. Well, it runs July 16th to July 18th, 2025, and it's called the Virtual Album Retreat. Stampin' Up! There we go. Trying to get that in screen. It says, join our virtual Facebook Live event on July 16th to the 18th from 2 o'clock to 10:30 p.m., and that is Mountain Time. It says, craft with the new month-by-month album Retreat 2025 kit. Get yours while supplies last. And this makes 12 spreads. I'm thinking that's 12 double-page spreads. And okay, during this 3-day virtual event, we'll create 12 scrapbook spreads, craft with a community that loves memory keeping, learn new techniques, and interact at a personal level with fellow crafters and Stampin' Up! Staff. By purchasing the month-by-month album Retreat 2025 kit, which is number 167338, you'll get access to an exclusive Facebook group where the live event will be held. This kit is available for order starting May 28th. So that's just this week here. So that would be, looks like Wednesday is May 28th. Okay, and the price of that is $250. That sounds like a lot of money, but you've got 12 months that this is covering, plus the kit that you receive with all the supplies that you'll need. And so it's not really a bad deal when you break that down into 12 months. I didn't even figure that, how much that would be a month. But if you're a scrapbooker, you might be really interested in this. And this kind of shows on the breakdown of it. It shows some pages for January, February, March, April. And then I've done the whole month. Here's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Yes, they are double pages. So you're really getting 24 pages instead of only 12. All right. And it says, during this live event, you'll make a 12-spread album using the month-by-month album Retreat 2025 kit. Everyone who purchases this kit will get access to an exclusive Facebook group where the live event will be held. To learn all about the month-by-month album Retreat 2025 kit and the virtual album retreat, go online to the Stampin' Up! Website. Okay, and I know this is going to be recorded, so you can watch it later if you're not able to attend a certain day or whatever. So it's always going to be recorded, so you can watch the replays later on whenever you have time. And it says, this kit contains exclusive stamp sets and die cuts, pre-cut pieces of designer series paper, and two-tone cardstock. Two-tone cardstock sheets, embellishments, memory protectors, flip-flaps, and photo placeholders. It doesn't include an album. You do not need an album to complete this kit, but using an album is a great way to keep all your spreads together in one place. Once you've finished making all your spreads, you can put them in an album you have on hand, or consider purchasing either the 1 1/2 inch post 12 by 12 inch album or the D-ring 12 by 12 album. So it might be something you want to consider. And like I said, this doesn't start until July 16th, so you do have a little bit of time to decide if you want to do that or not. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have. All right, and don't forget about our last chance items that are in our store. And these are items that are going to be retiring or have well, they're on the retiring list, but some of them are reduced to a discount. So you might want to check that out too and get some supplies that you might be needing. I'm going to be using some of those today, so I'll point them out, what they're marked down to and such. And I still got my little birdie out here in the window. He's been out in the rain. He's fluffing up his feathers. I guess he just likes living here. Something. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start out with our cards and try and decide which one I want to start with here. Go with this one. I think I've gone over all the business that I need to. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I don't think I am. All right, so here's our first card. And let me get my instructions off the back so you're not looking at those. All right. Seems like my camera's down kind of low today. Maybe it isn't. Okay, it says, thankful for you, friend. And then on the inside, you make a difference. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, I'm going to be using a basic black for our card base. And scooch up here. It measures 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches and scored in the middle at 5 1/2 inches. And I'm going to burnish that fold with my bone folder. And set that over there for now. And my designer series paper that I'm using, I've lost my sheet for that. Where is it? Well, see, I'm not prepared. Well, I just had it yesterday. Here it is. No, that's not the right one. All right, hold tight. This one. No. All right. Well, I found the paper. Where's my cheat sheet at? Okay, we're going to be using the Lovely Garden 12 by 12. And let me show you the pages in here before we get started. I can get them all out. This is one of our new designer series paper. Very, very pretty. Oops, grab something. This is one pattern that we're using. And we've got little yellow flowers with that on the back. And This is the other pattern that we're using on our card. And that's the back side. And these. And that's kind of an interesting pattern. These you can just fussy cut out. They're pretty. Won't have to do any stamping or anything. I think I'm missing some in there, but we're gonna put that there. Okay, here's my sheet of the hiding. And so I've got this pattern, and this pattern, and this pattern, and then this pattern, and this pattern. All right, let's get back to our card. Okay, our designer series paper is going to measure 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And then I've got another sheet of that designer series paper with those little squares. And that is 4 1/8 inches by 2 1/4 inches. And we're going to put that just across the center of our designer series paper, the larger one. I'm going to bring in my glue here. And we're going to attach those. And center that onto our designer series paper. I'm going to hold that up. I think it just slid on me. There we go. And then I'm going to attach that to our card front. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Ours was good. Like normal, it went too fast. We had kind of a scary situation last week. I think it was Monday night at about 2 in the morning. We had some storms going on, but we didn't have any warnings or anything going on. And lo and behold, we had a tornado touch down, and it was only like 2 houses away from us. So we were very lucky and blessed that we weren't hit. Others weren't so lucky, lost quite a bit of their property. So, good morning, Jackie. Glad you're on here. Are you enjoying your day off? All right. And like I said, I'm going to be using the Thankful Garden bundle. And first off, we're going to stamp our flower. And I'm going to be using our black Memento ink. It's getting windy out there now. Hope we don't lose power again. I know when the storms came through Monday night, we lost power from about, 2 o'clock in the morning until about 3:30 in the afternoon. So that wasn't any fun. All right, I'm going to take my stamp. Ink that up with our black Memento. And stamp it onto my scrap of basic white here. You can probably hear my wind chimes out there. And we'll close up that ink pad. You don't need to make a mess. And then I'm going to grab a little plastic mat here. I'm going to use my mask to color this. So I'm going to start out with the number 1 mask. They're numbered, so you can kind of go in order. Let me get those out and I'll show you. All right, so we have, this is our number 1. That's going to fit over our flower if I get it situated here right. And then we've got number 2.